ברוכים הבאים, welcome once again for our Tuesday night class on the parasha and on En Yaakov. It's in this parasha, parashat Toledot. ויעתר יצחק לשם לנוכח אשתו כי יקרה היא, which means יצחק אבינו was praying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the opposite side to his wife. Why? Because she was akara, she couldn't have children. It says that he went to one corner and he was praying. And she went to the opposite corner and she was praying too. Which means the room, believe the room was a square. She was on one corner praying. He was praying on the other corner.
Who is it?
Yitzchak and Rivka. For 20 years they have children. Yitzchak got married when he was 40 and Rivka 3. And till the age of 60 they have children. He said in this parasha they were standing each one on the corner of the room and praying to Hashem. Why on the corner? Why on the opposite corner? Why can't it be next to? Why one on this corner or one on the opposite one? Not only this, he said in the parasha, Hashem was praying to, Yitzchak was praying to Hashem because his wife was akara, because she was akara. What do you mean? We know she was akara. For the past 20 years she could have children. Now suddenly he's saying, Yitzchak is praying to Hashem because his wife is akara. What's the next pasuk? Hashem answered him. Again, Yitzchak prayed to Hashem. My wife is akara. Oh, she's akara. Hashem answered him.
Wow.
Until now, he didn't know she's akara. So the Rabbi explained the amazing thing. We know the Mizbeach in the Beit HaMikdash was square also. Right? The Mizbeach was square. Meruba. Now in the Mizbeach they used to go bring korbanot. When you bring a korban, you slaughter it, you shechita, and there is a kohen over there to receive the blood. Right? He takes the blood, what he does with it? He go, they take the blood, they go on the Mizbeach, sprinkle on the Mizbeach. Now there's a few different korbanot, how you sprinkle the blood. One of them is, you go on each corner. One of them, you go, each one goes to the opposite corner, and you throw the blood on the corner and spread on two sides. So let me believe. I come here, I sprinkle the blood on this corner, and will spread on two sides. Then I come here, I sprinkle the blood on this corner, and will spread to the two sides. So it's like I gave the blood on the four sides of the Mizbeach.
Right.
So now, Yitzchak and Rivka, there were two people. Each one went on the opposite corner, and with their prayers, it's like they were sprinkling blood on the Mizbeach. That's why he didn't go to the next side or next to her. Each one on the opposite side, they were bringing a korban to Hashem. So a few times, korban, lashon kriva, it's like tefillah, also getting close. So they went each one on the opposite side, and by sprinkling blood, like sprinkling blood on the Mizbeach, they were praying to Hashem on the corner, and by praying this, they said, Hashem, we want no children. Now listen to this. How come Rivka didn't have children? Why? Why Rivka didn't have children? How come Rivka didn't have children? Why not? You don't know?
Because it's Yitzchak Abinu.
Why she have children?
Because it's Yitzchak Abinu.
Because Yitzchak have children? Why not?
Because after he accused Eliezer of doing something with Rivka, no?
Right, the scary.
So Rabbi said something else. Chal v'shalom. That's Sarah. Here it's Chal v'shalom. The Rabbi said a different answer. It says when Rivka went with what is it called? She was leaving Lavan. Lavan ran after them and he gave her a beracha. You should have a beracha that from you, Rivka, Yitzchak will build a nation and he'll have a lot of kids. So Lavan gave a beracha to Rivka. Oh, good evening, how are you? ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה לדברו.
Amen.
Good evening, how are you?
Sorry we're late.
So I was just telling them, how come Rivka didn't have children? We know she was married when she was 3 to Yitzchak. For 20 years she didn't have children. Why not? How come she didn't have children for 20 years? So the Rabbi explained, when Eliezer went to get Rivka, Lavan was there. Lavan gave a beracha. He said, Rivka, I give you a beracha, you should have many children, you should be a big nation, you'll have everything. Okay. So what he was doing, so Hashem said, I don't want people to say that Rivka has children from the beracha of the Rasha. Everyone will say, oh, you know why she has children? Because Lavan gave a beracha. That's why for 20 years she was akara. Now the whole world knew that his bracha is worthless. His bracha didn't do anything. Now she could have kids. That's why the pasuk says, look at the pasuk. Yitzchak was praying to Hashem toward his wife. Ki akarai. He's telling Hashem, Hashem, she's akara. The whole world knows she's akara. Everyone realized already that the bracha of Lavan is worthless. Oh, if it's so, what's the next word? Vayater lo Hashem. Hashem answered him, and Rivka got pregnant.
Wait a second. That's it. It's hard to understand.
Yes, and let me explain it. I want to prove my point a little more. He says, but we know, everyone knows the story with Bilam, right? Bilam, according to some rabbis, was a son or grandson of Lavan. Right? Now listen to this. Bilam was, sorry, not Bilam, Balak. Balak was a grandson of, no, sorry, I'm right. Bilam was a grandson of Lavan. Balak went and he told Bilam, I want to come with you to curse the Jewish nation. I want to know the story. Bilam is standing there and he's cursing once, it doesn't work. Cursing twice, it doesn't work. He can't curse. So what he does, he gives berachot, start blessing. Mishnun. He was hired to curse. Because it doesn't work, he started giving berachot. Bilam, what are you doing? That's why Balak got upset. You don't want to give berachot. You don't give kilalot. Don't give kilalot. But why you cursing? Why you blessing? Why you giving berachot?
So before giving, it's for you can't understand.
Right.
So here's what he's saying. You listen to this? Victor, it says Bilam, he was a very smart man. You learn from his grandpa Lavan that if I give a beracha to Bnei Israel, I give a beracha to the Jewish people, what will happen? Hashem will have to do the opposite. Why? Because people will say, Bilam give a beracha. That's why Bilam saw that I can curse. Bilam say, I can curse, so I give a beracha.
I don't understand, but okay.
So let me explain it. It's called Ainara. You know what Ainara mean?
Yeah.
Ainara, when you go and you bless someone, you're waking up Mekatreg. Beracha.
Right, you're opening up the deed.
Right. That's why they told you, never speak about someone. Not good, not bad. When you speak good, you have to come bad. Never speak about someone.
Why good? You can't say what?
Not even good.
Why?
Why? When you say good about someone, so most of the time, you're going to end up, right, speaking bad about it. Right? You say, this guy is a tzaddik, but. And we know when it's ending. Here, Bilam and Lavan were very smart. They really wanted to curse them. I'm not going to curse Lavan or curse my sister. He went over, he put his Ainara. With his Ainara, he made that she should have children.
Wow.
That's why for 20 years, she didn't have kids. And only after that, Hashem said, you know what? Now you'll have kids. No one will say from Lavan, she had kids. Then after 20 years, Hashem said, so others, why is like this? It's called Ainara. No, it was special by Sfaradim, they teach you to be careful from Ainara, right? Ainara, it's not a Sfaradi thing. It's not a Kabbalist, it's a Gemara. It's a Mishnah in Baba Batra. The first perek it says, if I have a field, right? You could be Ezek, Re'iyah. If someone look at your field with his eye, it could be Mazik. You put Ainara, and your crops, your fruit, wouldn't grow properly. There is such a thing as Ainara, you have to be careful of Ainara. That's why I told you, don't show off too much. Sarai exactly. You have to be. So here, Lavan was running after, when he gave a beracha, he meant to put Ainara in Rivka. And it did work. She had children for 20 years. That's why Hashem came to, Yitzchak came to Hashem, said, Hashem, listen. Yes.
Based on the kavanah of the person saying it, like they really have evil intentions in their blessing, it really means that even if they mean it, Hashem is doing it to show that.
So by Lavan, Hashem said, you
better.
Right, Lavan, he blessed his sister, but Hashem didn't let the beracha take place, because people will say, from Lavan the beracha come. Bilam, his grandson, not from him. Me also, if I come and bless them, the beracha doesn't take place, because I'm a Rasha. Right? So he learned from his grandpa. So here, to Hashem come, Yitzchak come to Rivka, to Hashem, and his tefillah says, Hashem, listen. Look, Rivka, everyone knows she's akara. So if you get pregnant now, no one will say it's from the bracha of Lavan. Hashem said, you're right. Right away, Hashem answered him, she got pregnant.
So maybe it applies to regular people, like it's Sadiq goes, Hashem, I'm going to tzaddik gives a gezer,
Right.
gives a blessing.
So why did he wait?
Hashem Yikayem.
Why did he wait 20 years? Why did he wait until
No, I'm
now?
saying when the tzaddik gets brought down, and when the tzaddik blesses,
Right.
Hashem fulfills it.
The
So he's
berachot.
saying it only works with tzaddik.
Right. Rasha is just the opposite.
Right, okay.
Rasha is just the opposite. It's just the opposite. Rasha, when he put beracha, having the intention of
So
aviad.
if you're an aviad, it's like we're regular people, simple people, you shouldn't even bless.
No, chad is not what I'm saying. Chad v'shalom.
I'm asking maybe.
No, chad v'shalom. Let me explain myself again. Here, Lavan, when he gives a beracha, right? Hashem said, if I will let his beracha get fulfilled, people will say, from his beracha, he had children. Oh, Lavan is a baba. Baba Lavan.
Or maybe people could say it's the laws of nature, everybody has children, so.
You're right, but at the end of the day, everyone would pick, oh, it's Lavan. No one get beracha, Lavan is the first one. You know, people don't get influenced from... but again, if a idiot give you a beracha, of course you take it. אל תהיה ברכה אידיוט קלה בעיניך. I don't think ברשעים. You shouldn't go to Obama or Osama and ask him for berachot. Bin Laden, all these רשעים, no, Obama, חד ושלום, באמת, Osama. You shouldn't go to all these people and ask them for berachot. רשעים berachot doesn't help. But if an idiot give you a beracha, you could accept it.
But Eliezer, Ishaq Abini accused Eliezer for doing something with Rivka. That's why he went to Gan Eden Baraglayim.
I didn't know that. I never heard this.
I heard it from Chacham Nassim.
So why you waited 20 years?
No, before, where's Eliezer? He
Right.
disappeared. Where did he
Right.
go?
Okay.
When she was on the camel, she followed the camel,
Okay.
and she rose Petula. Because
Right.
she saw Abraham, Yaakov,
Yitzchak.
Ishaq Abinu,
Right, and she fell.
upside down. He was
Right.
coming down from Shamayim.
Right.
So she called him Hadur, Rashi called him,
Right.
she saw him Hadur, upside down. Plus, has a lot of light, a lot of orb. Because the Midrash said, why would this
So
happen?
if you suspect him, why you waited 20 years?
No, Eliezer shut his mouth, and
Okay.
that moment, Hashem took him to Gan Eden and Baraglayim.
Okay.
It was one of the,
Good. So how do you answer the question? Why should you have children for 20 years?
no, I said maybe this is something for Ishaq Abinu, for accusing Eliezer, doing something.
Is that what it says? It says here,
I said
maybe it's one explanation.
I never heard of it. I said maybe it's Michael.
Maybe it's one explanation. I'm not saying not. I said maybe it's one of them. I will tell you another chidush. It says over here that Rivka got pregnant, right? She got pregnant. Now she's working next to a Bet Knesset. I'm sure you know the chidush. Every time she move next to a shul, what happened?
Kicking.
The baby's kicking, right? Then she go to...
Who is this?
Rivka Imenu. She was pregnant.
Rivka was married to...
Yitzchak. So every time she passes next to a shul, right, a class, the baby is kicking. Then he passes next to a disco, the baby again is kicking. Then he goes to a yeshiva, he's kicking again. Goes to Yeder, he's kicking again. So what's going on? What's going on here? She went to the rabbi. The rabbi looked at her and said, you know what? You have twins. I'm twins, everything is fine. Baruch Hashem, she goes home. What do you mean Baruch Hashem? Still didn't answer your question. Until she had a problem. One time he wants to go to yeshiva, one time he's going to disco. One time he's going to shul, one time he's going to theater. She was all afraid, maybe this kid is Majnun. They go to tzaddikim, no problem, you have two. One is a tzaddik, one is rasha, everything is fine, chazak u'baruch. Now it makes sense she was fine. She still be worried, still cry.
Why should she have a Rashad? You know?
Esam was a rasha.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's no...
She knew before.
She knew
That's
that
no help to her.
She didn't, right, so why she wasn't worried as much? Until she was complaining, why do I get pregnant? Here, everything is fine. If it's two, Baruch Hashem, I feel better. Why?
Because she knows she has a complete tzaddik.
No, but she's not afraid about the other one. She would be worried, be sad. Like until now, she didn't know what to do. So Rabbi explained like this. When you have someone that is a double face. So he's showing he's honest, but behind your back, he's doing the opposite. With people like this, it's very difficult to help them to do teshuvah. Why? Because in front of you, everything is fine. But in your back, they don't. So you don't know how to deal with them. Rivka was afraid she had only one child. And this child, he plays the tzaddik, but really, right, he has a double face. Sometimes he plays tzaddik, but really he's a rasha. She said, if he's a person like this, it's very difficult to deal. How am I going to teach him to be a good Jew? He told him, no, Rivka, you have two children. One of them is a full tzaddik. The other one is a rasha. You will know exactly who he's in. Once you know he's a full rasha, she will know how to deal with it. Right? So that's why she wasn't afraid as much. She wasn't worried as much. As long as the rasha, I know what to deal with, it's fine. Like I said during the World War II. during the Holocaust, right? The French, in one way, they were more dangerous than the German. Why? Because the German is the enemy. He's coming to you, you know you have to run away. But the French people, they came next to you,
Oh, wow.
and they were playing like, I'm your friend. And then they go tell on you. So in one way, you have to be more careful from the French people than from the German.
Well, I mean, that's a far cry from
Why?
reality.
No, what I'm saying.
100% true.
You understand my point. I didn't say the German, they were more tzaddikim than the French. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, you have to, I mean, what I'm saying is, you have to be more careful from them than from the German. Because the German, you know he's your enemy, you know he's not your friend, you will run away. But the other one come to you, or hey, my friend, how are you? And when you're sleeping at night, he kills you. That's more dangerous. Because you don't know what to be ready for. And this is why Rivka was afraid. If it's one person, I don't know how to deal with it. Now you're taking the full Rasha, I know I have to be careful.
Can I ask one question?
Please go ahead.
From this,
Of course, go.
she was looking for simanim. Are you allowed to look for simanim? Oh, since it's kicking the bed, we all can do that, and it can drive you crazy.
Right.
I have a pain in my foot when I pass the shul. I don't know, I'm just saying you can do that with anything.
Right.
So I'm saying, like, it's simanim she's looking for. How did she know to...
First of all, you could.
I'm saying maybe she had...
As long you go to big rabbis. There's a lot of charlatan around, you have to be careful. If you're the big rabbi in Achlan, you have to be careful not to go to Joshua.
I know she went
Shem Eben, greatest rabbi generation.
I'm saying that her own logic, when she was using her own stuff, that he looked for simanim.
Right.
You could, are you allowed to do that?
It's not simanim, it's answer to question. You could ask answers. There's plenty of books about it. If someone his shoulder hurt him, it's because my machonim, or his leg hurt him, because...
No, people that want to get married, they go ask these rabbis for blessings and all that.
Again, you have to be careful which rabbi you go to. There's some rabbi here to take your money.
That's what they do.
And some rabbi here to give you berachot. So what I'm saying is, you have to be careful where you're going to. You could ask berachot, but you have to know if you're dealing with a good one or with a fake one. I'm not saying don't ask berachot from big rabbi Chamu Bad Yosef. Zechor Livracha. At this time, you could go to him with closed eyes. But the guy get dressed with you don't know. You have to be very careful with things. Sometimes they give you even bad advice.
Yeah,
Bad
you got
advice.
bad advice before.
And they ruin your life. They could ruin your life.
Yeah.
So again, you could ask a question, you could ask advice, but you have to go to the right person. She knew where to go to. She went to Shem Be'evet. She went, and by the way, if you realize, great rabbis will never give you advice right away. Do that or nothing. Because they know that I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Great rabbis give you berachot, and they listen, let's deal with the problem. But they're not telling you, do that or finish it. That's why you have
Or it
to...
will happen or it won't happen. You know?
So you have to be careful which rabbi you go to. You could ask for advice, you could ask for berachot, but you have to make sure to go to the right one. She knew indeed what to go to. So this we learn from this. Another chidush also, it says that when she came out, when she was giving birth, Yaakov was holding the foot of Esav. It says really Yaakov was supposed to be the Bechor. When he was about to give birth, Esav came and kicked him. He kicked Yaakov, he pushed him down, pushed him up, whatever, and he came out first. And it says, Yaakov, he wanted to be the Bechor, he was holding to his foot. Why was he holding to his foot? Why he was holding to his foot? Because sheker, right, the word sheker doesn't stand. Right? We know how it exactly. So he was holding one leg of Esav, you're standing now on one leg. He was telling him, you're a shakran, you're a liar. He was telling the whole world, look, I'm holding his feet because he's a liar. Really, I'm supposed to do the Bechor, and he kicked me to God first. I'm taking one, he's standing only on one foot, and he's going to end up falling. So really, the shakran, I am supposed to be the Bechor. That's why people say, how did Yaakov fool Esav? He didn't fool Esav. The beracha was to me. You kicked me, you stole to me the beracha. The beracha was supposed to be to Yaakov Avinu. He was really the Bechor.
He sold her for a cup of food.
You what?
He sold her for...
Right.
Lentils. It's not free lentils. Very good.
Something.
Very good, but you will sell billions of dollars for this?
I'm still, the lentils were very tasty.
By the way, the rabbi said he did him a big favor. You know, Yaakov, by going and buying the blessing from Esav, he did him a big favor. You know why? What was the berachot about? To be Kohen Gadol, to be Kohanim. Now, somebody is drunk, somebody is tamei, somebody is doing averot. If you go to the Bet HaMikdash, Hashem will kill him on the spot. So Yaakov Avinu saw that Esav is not ready to be Kohen Gadol. If I let you be Kohen, you'll die the next day. He did him a favor.
He didn't do him any favors,
He
Rabbi.
did.
He
Let me
did
explain
not
why.
do him any favors.
Why
He's
not?
looked at as the biggest loser.
Who?
Esav.
Oh, Esav was a
Is
loser.
looked at as the biggest piece of garbage this side of God's face.
Who? Esav?
Yeah.
Why are you saying this? And you're right.
Esav
He's
is
a
looked
garbage.
at, Rabbi, since birth,
Yes.
religious, not religious, Esav is looked at as the biggest piece of garbage in the world.
It's not true?
I'm telling you, that's what he's looked at.
But he did not?
His head rolled.
He was born like a monkey.
Whatever you want to call it, he was looked at as the biggest.
He was, he was like this. The way he behaved, people look at him as a Rasha.
Did teshuvah because
Where is Osama bin Laden for you? What is it? Tzaddik? Everyone look at him as
He's looked at, not only is he looked at as, he's also looked at as the biggest moron ever. With
He asked
the
you a
soup
question.
deal.
He asked
The
you a
worst
question.
deal of all time.
He asked you a question, it's in a fact.
I'm saying a fact.
Everyone agree with that. You're not saying any chidush.
He's looked at as a complete loser.
He was. He was.
Okay, but think,
So, oh, so
I would
good,
rather
good,
Hashem
excellent.
smite me and kill me in one
Exactly.
shot than anybody
Right.
forever
So-
they talk about me.
What is his name?
Please.
Danny.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain your question a little better. Danny is asking like this. Esav came to the world already red, right? Red with hairs all over. He looked like a monster, right? What are you expecting from that person to become? That is question. What are you expecting from Esav to be a tzaddik? He came to the world with all the bad midot, with all the, like he said, with all the aviad. Everything was in him, only a tzara. What are you expecting from Esav to become? That your question is, Danny, right?
No.
I just made it nicer. Said yes. So the rabbi explained like this. Really Hashem was not expecting from Esav to be a tzaddik. He knew he can't be a tzaddik. He wasn't expecting from Esav to sit in shivas all day. So what he was expecting from him? Listen, you can't be a tzaddik. You came to this world to serve tzaddikim. Which means, even in this world, some Jews, they can't be in yeshiva. Can you sit in yeshiva for 18 hours? No. Can you sit in yeshiva for 12 hours?
No.
1 hour you could?
Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah.
So why don't see you?
I don't get the invites.
Yeah, invited,
I
come.
don't get the invite.
Yeah, invited, come every day.
there's not enough food there. I need food.
There is food, there is coffee, everything. Just come, tfaddal, let's see. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Shachit, 8 o'clock.
Shachrit, you got it.
20 minutes here, 20 minutes
So
here.
listen. So it says, Esav really, so some people, they come to this world, they can't sit. I know people, they can't sit. So what is the tikkun? The tikkun is to serve the tzaddikim. Esav, if he will decide in his life not to steal, not to kill, right? To be a regular person, but to help Yaakov to study Torah, he will get straight to Gan Eden. All these bad midot he had were not there to make him a Baba Saleh. He wasn't supposed to be Baba Saleh. I can't be Baba Saleh. You can't be Baba Saleh, right? So it's not fair. Hashem, you didn't give me all these midot. How do you want me to be Baba Saleh? No one is asking you to be Baba Saleh. No one is asking you. You know what Hashem is asking you? You can't learn? Help other people to learn. Help tzaddikim to learn. Make sure that tzaddikim are comfortable. And this was Hashem from Esav. Esav, you are a strong man. You could go to the Sadeh to get animals. Serve Yaakov Avinu. The tikkun of Esav in this world was to serve Yaakov, to be able to sit in the Torah all day. And he missed it. He missed his tikkun. So the answer to the question, what was Esav was expected? No one expected from Esav to be a tzaddik. Don't be a rasha. Support Bnei Torah. Help Yaakov Avinu, your brother, to become a big tzaddik. So to us, some of us, we can't sit and learn. You can't sit and learn. Maybe that's your tikkun. Your tikkun is to be honest in business. Your tikkun is, you came to this world to support Talmidei Chachamim. You came to this world to respect Talmidei Chachamim. Right? And that was the mistake of Esav. Now, Esav, like we said, a simple question. I'm asking a different question. It says, Yaakov walked inside to Yitzchak, right? He was afraid maybe they will find out that he's Esav. So what did he do? He put on his hand hairs from animals, right? He came inside. Yitzchak told him, oh, that's the voice of Yaakov. Come, I won't touch you. He touched his hand. Oh, it's the hand of Esav. I give you a beracha. Small question. You're right, it's the hand of Esav. But it's the voice of Yaakov. So why did Yitzchak was not afraid about it? Why was he afraid? Chazak Baruch, it's the hand of Esav. But it's the voice of Yaakov. Question number 2. Why didn't Yaakov change his voice? Why didn't he take the voice of Esav? I'm going to answer the question number 2 first. Yaakov Avinu he can't lie. He can't lie. I can't change my voice. My voice is Yaakov. Mommy, you want to put on my hair? Do what you want. But I don't change my voice. Now he come inside. Now he come inside. And he come inside and what is he doing? Yitzchak said, oh, your voice is Yaakov. I give you berachot. How could it be? The Rabbi explained that Esav made a deal with his father. He told him, Dad, you give me berachot. Yaakov is going to try to come instead of me and get the berachot. And Esav was suspecting that Yaakov, if he come in, is going to cover his head with hair and he's going to probably try to copy the voice of Esav. So Esav had a deal with his father. I will come to you. When I come to you, I will use the voice of Yaakov Avinu. You guys are pointing on Moshe. Esav was telling Yitzchak, when I come to you, I will speak with the voice of Yaakov. Because when Yaakov will come, probably he will use the voice of Esav. Now Yaakov comes and said, he can't lie. He can't lie. And he's using his voice. He said, oh, that's the voice of Yaakov. Come here. The head of Esav. Must be Esav.
Was Yitzchak privy to this information?
He missed something in the Pasuk. He said, Raya of Gan Eden.
Why he wasn't afraid?
Yeah, what is the Raya? Who knows what Gan Eden smells like?
Hold on a second.
Go ahead. He had the special clothes.
The 3 years. Then after the Akedah, he went to Gan Eden.
Very good. Very good.
Was Yitzchak
went in.
Very good.
He smelled the Gan Eden, smelled the Torah.
Now, by the way, it says, I want to tell you an amazing thing. An amazing chidush. It says after Yaakov Avinu came, who came after? Esav. Esav wanted to give food to Yitzchak. He says, I can't eat from you. I can't eat. I don't want to eat. Why not? Take a bite. He couldn't eat anything. You know why? It said that night was Pesach. And Rivka made sure to send with Yaakov Korban Pesach and Afikoman. He said he ate the Afikoman. Once he ate Afikoman, he can't eat anything after. So Rivka, she said with her son Yaakov, Korban Pesach, give your father to eat Afikoman, now he can't eat anymore. That's why it said, if you see in the Pasuk, I saw an amazing thing. It says that Yitzchak is telling Yaakov, Ba achicha bemirma. Your brother came with mirma. What does mirma mean? A trick you, right? But the gematria of mirma, okay, it's an amazing chidush. The gematria of bemirma is equivalent to afikoman. Same thing. The word bemirma, afikoman, same numerical value. What does it mean? Yaakov gave afikoman to Yitzchak. Now we can't eat anymore. When we Pesach night, once you eat afikoman, we can't eat after that. So Yaakov gave afikoman to Yitzchak. Now Yitzchak couldn't eat anymore anything from the korban of Esav. Now Danny had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Was Yitzchak privy to this information that there might be trickery between the two brothers as far as getting
He knew Esav was afraid. Indeed, Esav went to Yitzchak and he told him, listen, I know my brothers are not to come, let's make a deal. But the only information Esav was missing, Esav thought that for sure Yaakov will lie. And he will try to copy his voice. And we know that Yaakov will never.
So hold on, you need to tell me that Yitzchak, was the father of Yaakov and Esav.
Right.
Is privy, so he knew that there was going to be some trickery.
Of course, he was afraid.
Okay, so now this throws a whole new layer of nonsense.
Why?
Come on.
Why?
If I have two sons and I know there's going to be an issue with these two rugrats coming to sketch me.
Remember, he was blind. He was blind.
I don't care if I'm deaf, dumb, and blind. God forbid. I could be one hair away from death. If I know that my two sons are coming to sketch me, I'm going to be a lot smarter than what he did. I mean, come on.
What is your question?
My question is, he must have known and just gave it to him. He didn't even care. He just wanted to give it to him.
He knew. Why not? Why can't it be tricked? He was afraid of trick. That's why he made a deal with his son Esav. But still, didn't help.
It still didn't help.
He had a plan to be careful no one should trick him, right? But outsmart him.
Listen, you're talking about one of the smartest guys that ever lived.
Yes.
And now he's going to get duped by the old hair on the hand trick?
Nah.
Where do you get that from? The Halloween store? I mean, where do you get the hair from? From the mall?
Oh, where do you get the hair from? It's a good question.
I mean, what is this?
This hair, there were special clothes.
You know what I'm saying?
Excellent question. Excellent question. Yeah, the good question is actually this hair, there were special clothes that Esav got. Right? Clothes of Nimrod. You heard about Nimrod?
I heard of Nimrod.
Right, yeah. So it says Nimrod, I think I told you this also, Nimrod stole the clothes from Adam Arishon. Adam Arishon has special clothes, right? Smell Gan Eden. And those, right? Now, and Nimrod stole it from Adam, he got it from Adam Arishon. When you wear these clothes, they are powerful. You go in the field, the animal look at you, and they just come to you. It says one day Esau he met the Nimrod, he said, hey, you Nimrod, you think you're strong? Let's come fight. So Nimrod came to fight with Esau. Esau told him, that's not fair, you're wearing these clothes, take it off. Nimrod take off the clothes. Right away Esau jumped, he stole the clothes, he put it on him, now he become powerful, he killed Nimrod.
Well, again, all these stories.
Yeah, it's all Midrash. It's all Midrash.
Oh my!
It's all
it's a Midrash. Oh, it's a Midrash.
Same thing, it's Rachamim.
That's not. No, Midrash is not Gemara. Different level.
Midrash, Gemara, it's same thing, it's same rabbis. What do you know?
Come on, everybody. All of my rabbis of the past have told me Midrash does not stack up to a Gemara. No way.
Chaz v'shalom. Who told you this? Who is this rabbi?
Everybody.
Tell you one name.
Rabbi Moshe Dweck.
He never says such a thing. He never says such a thing. $100 on the table. If when he comes, it's not true, because it's a tzedakah. Put $100.
If what?
If what he's saying is not true. He never said that Midrash, it's the same rabbis.
Maybe it wasn't him. It could be.
Oh, you know, it changed your mind. $100 on the table. Let's go. Let's see.
I don't bet with friends.
Let's see. I'm not betting with you. Put it. I'm not your friend. I'm your rabbi. Put it on the table.
Still.
Next, with the rabbi. Which rabbi is such a thing? Let me make sure. If a rabbi told you Midrash is not good, you take the rabbi.
Didn't say it's not good. Just said it's
not
not the
Gemara.
same factual level like
Good.
the Gemara.
You take the rabbi, put him in the garbage. No such a thing. Chaz v'shalom. Because the same rabbi that wrote the Gemara, it's a Midrash. It's Amoraim, Tanaim, it's the same thing. It's the same rabbis. Rabbi Akiva, the Midrash is Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Ishmael, Rabbi Gamliel, Rabbi Abba. It's all Tanaim, it's the same rabbis. So I don't know who told you this nonsense. Totally nonsense.
Maybe it's just in my head. I don't know.
Probably for sure.
Maybe the stories I just
I know
get.
For
what
sure.
you're talking about. Some maybe could be allegorical, meaning a remez, a hint in the play on words.
Still, if it says
No,
in the
I'm saying,
Midrash,
is that what you-
if it says in the Midrash, a Tana or a Mora said it, finished. Gemara, Midrash, same thing. Same rabbi, same Amoraim,
I guess
same Tanaim.
we'll have to cross that bridge when it comes to it. But there are some stories in the Midrash that we're going to have to pound out them because there are some pretty wild stuff in there. We're going to have some issues.